Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is May 9th, and right now I am in Ray, Colorado. We're taking a look at the infrared satellite imagery here. If you take a look at that storm complex out there in northern Kansas, we're going to get on the road here really quick. So we are in a huge rush right now. So I'm going to do a quick briefing, just saying hi right now. We're going to take a look at this huge ridge and thermal trough and the warm-up that is coming here for the Pacific Northwest. It looks like it's going to be a doozy here. So you can see the trough digging out over the Gulf of Alaska really quickly now. So we're already starting the process of building that ridge here. You'll see that system kind of diving down through California, the troughing up through Idaho there, keeping us, definitely chillier than what we're going to be here in the next couple days. Actually, the next few days, I should say. Towards the end of this week, we're really going to warm up. But check out these temperatures for Sunday. Look at this. Kelso, Vancouver, Eugene, Salem, all 93, Portland 93, Hood River 89, Troutdale 93. Very warm temperatures coming up here. We could be getting into record temperature range for much of the area. And this is just for day one today, mainly east of the Cascades, down across some of the Oregon Cascades as well for that thunderstorm potential as upper level lows continue to move through. This is day two. I accidentally selected the southwest here, so let's go back to the northwest. And you can see this does include some of the foothills of western Washington, including some of the I-5 corridor down into western Oregon as well. Now this is looking at the composite reflectivity. You see that spin in the atmosphere moving through Idaho and Montana as we go on into tonight. And into tomorrow, you'll kind of see a bit of some showers popping up, and that's that thunderstorm threat for an unstable atmosphere. Nothing too extreme here across Pacific Northwest, and then we start to really dry out here across Pacific Northwest. More on that here in a moment. This is looking at the sea level pressure. Now check out that storm out over the Gulf of Alaska. You can see Hawaii at the bottom left there. There's the west coast of North America. Ridge starts to build. Look at that huge, powerful storm out over the Pacific Ocean there. Ridge is building. Then watch this thermal trough come up the west coast. Look at that thing. We're going to have some offshore flow. We are going to get extremely warm here across the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures are going to, record temperatures are definitely going to fall here, folks. This is going to be an interesting time. Look at that ridge setting up over Idaho and Montana by the time we get into Monday night, into Tuesday morning. Impressive setup here coming for heat across the Pacific Northwest. This is looking at the European. This is the North American map. There's Alaska at the top left. In the west coast, you see the troughing moving down across California there. And then look at that monster trough at 18,000 feet, 500 millibars, digging out across Pacific Ocean. Look at that huge ridge building over us. And then you can kind of see that monsoonal moisture actually moving up too. We'll take a look at that a little bit more detail when I get a bit more time here tomorrow. But yeah, the huge ridge definitely coming here, centered across Alberta and British Columbia there. Very favorable spot for a thermal trough and a warm up here. This is looking at the GFS. Let's compare it to what the European said. This is a 06Z run. Look at that trough digging out across the Pacific Ocean. Huge ridge, pretty good agreement there with the European, as you see, centered over British Columbia, and some of that monsoon moisture may start to creep into the western portions of the USA here as we go towards the weekend coming up. This is looking at the GFS. Look at Seattle, 90 degrees here on the 14th. That would be the all-time earliest record 90-degree day here in Seattle at SeaTac, and then maybe again do it on Monday at 94. And check that out. Look at 4 or 5 days, 80 plus for SeaTac coming up here, and staying quite warm here as we go through May. This looks like the national blend of models, and even the national blend of models here calling for an 89-degree day on Monday, 86 on Sunday, 81 on Saturday, 83 on Tuesday. There's a very warm period coming up here. This is looking at Portland. Look at that. 3 straight days of 90 plus in mid-May. What a time. This is looking at Spokane. You can see the warmth occurring. And since we are dealing with the thermal trough west of the Cascades, places are bound to get warmer than they will even eastern Washington or some places in eastern Oregon. This is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, goes through May 18th here, and this is the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. We dry out here, but you see that monsoon moisture signal down across the southwest USA. So we're going to be watching closely for potential thunderstorms moving up our way. We'll check that out probably tomorrow or the following day. A little bit more detail here as we get a little closer to the event. Also, things will become more clear. So anyway, yeah, the ridge is still on. You can see that trough digging down across the Pacific Ocean here. We are definitely going to warm up, folks. So anyway, yeah, we're going to get on the road here and go chase that thunderstorm. You can see at the right portion of the screen here, and hopefully it develops a storm across probably west central Kansas, southwest Kansas, and we'll drop down and try to get that. And then we'll probably be back up towards Colorado and Wyoming tomorrow for a tornado threat Wednesday, and then at least one more day on Thursday chasing before we come back home. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. We're going to get on the road, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.